Welcome to today's Explainer. Look, if you're a knowledge worker, an independent researcher, or a professional analyst, your daily grind has likely been turned completely upside down over the last couple of years, right? Well, today we're breaking down a truly fascinating 2026 white paper from AFERS, that's the Association of Internet Research Specialists. This report dives deep into exactly how AI-integrated web search tools are, well, completely reshaping the research landscape from the ground up. We're going to look closely at the data, the shifting job roles, and the surprisingly strict new rules of engagement we all have to play by now. And that brings us right to the core tension of our time. The big question of this entire explainer is, are AI search tools replacing human researchers, or are they giving them superpowers? Okay, let's dive into this because honestly, the answer isn't a simple yes or no. It really requires a fundamental shift in how we view our whole professional identity in the workplace. To unpack all this technological awe and its new ethical rulebook, here's our roadmap. We're covering the AI search revolution, the rise of the orchestrator, the productivity paradox, navigating ethical minefields, and finally, the human-in-the-loop future. Let's get to it. Section 1, the AI search revolution, moving from manual to autonomous. We are moving incredibly fast away from the days of manual library searches and endless keyword hunting. It's a whole new world. Modern AI tools treat your search queries as prompts for complex, multi-step reasoning. Basically, they're performing dozens, sometimes hundreds of searches, reading through the sources and generating structured reports totally autonomously. It's compressing tasks that literally used to take days of grueling manual labor into, mere minutes. It's wild. According to the 2026 report, there are 4 autonomous heavyweights really leading this charge. You've got Perplexity AI's deep research, OpenAI's ChatGPT deep research, Google Gemini with its complex multimodal inputs, and xAI's Grok deep search, which uses real-time integration for breaking events. And remember, these aren't just static language models anymore. They are highly autonomous agents that browse, summarize, and structure all your findings for you. Section 2, Rise of the Orchestrator. The major shift in identity. So if AI is out there doing all the heavy lifting of browsing and summarizing, what exactly are we supposed to do? We're actually seeing a fundamental shift in professional identity here. And this brilliantly illustrates the contrast. In the past, a traditional analyst spent most of their time just aggregating data and drafting reports. But today, the AI-augmented strategist shifts almost entirely towards strategic interpretation, stakeholder communication, and integrating proprietary data that the AI simply can't access. The white paper introduces this overarching concept called the orchestrator. I love this analogy. Think of a symphony. The AI tools are the orchestra, right? They're capable of playing dozens of search instruments all at once at absolute lightning speed, but they still desperately need a human conductor. As the orchestrator, you design the queries, you cross-validate the AI's outputs, you ensure originality, and ultimately, you own the final performance. To survive this massive paradigm shift, you're going to need a brand new set of skills. The report outlines 4 key competencies: prompt engineering and query design, critical verification of citations, ethical oversight, and high-level synthesis. Now, I know things like critical verification and ethical oversight sound like really dry corporate compliance jargon, but make no mistake, these are literally essential survival superpowers for modern knowledge workers. Without them, you absolutely risk becoming obsolete. Section 3, the productivity quality paradox. When more output doesn't mean better quality. This brings us to what is probably the most fascinating tension in our explainer today. A 2026 UC Berkeley Haas and Cornell study of preprints confirmed massive productivity gains, especially for non-native English speakers, but it also documented lower overall quality in AI-assisted manuscripts, which is actively straining the peer review process. So the crucial point is this: while our individual productivity is absolutely surging, our collective scientific progress might actually be slowing down. You might be wondering, why on earth is that happening? Well, it's because AI inherently narrows topical diversity. These models rely on probabilistic synthesis, which basically means they favor well-lit, data-rich problems. They naturally reinforce whatever the dominant narratives are and concentrate citations among fewer, highly popular papers. It's making the whole scientific ecosystem way less diverse, and it perfectly highlights why we need human oversight now more than ever. Section 4, Navigating Ethical Minefields. How to handle the new risks. I really want you to reframe how you think about the ethical side of things here. This isn't just about checking a box for compliance. This is quite literally the only way to protect your professional reputation. If you just blindly trust the AI, you're walking straight into a minefield. We're talking about hallucinations, totally fabricated information, and major bias amplification, mainly because retrieval algorithms strongly favor SEO-optimized popular sources. These systems inherit all the biases of their training data, demanding intense, proactive vigilance from you, the human conductor. So how do we actually mitigate this? Thankfully, the AOI Fires report provides a really concrete three-step survival guide. Step 1. Prompt engineering for diversity. You literally have to demand balanced retrieval from the AI. Tell it to synthesize from diverse geographic or ideological sources. Step 2. Triangulation. Cross-validate your claims across multiple platforms. Run it through Perplexity, then check it in Grok, then hit up PubMed. And step 3, post-generation audits. You've got to quantify your citation diversity and actively scan for underrepresentation before you ever hit publish. And hey, if you think you can skip these steps, the broader industry has definitely caught on. Major bodies like the ICMJ updated their guidelines in January 2026, and their rules are crystal clear. Researchers must explicitly disclose their AI tool use. You have to declare exactly which tools were used and for what purpose. Crucially, and this is a big one, AI cannot be listed as an author. The human remains fully and legally accountable for the final output. The AI is your assistant. It is absolutely not your co-author. Let's move to and see how this builds towards our final section, the human-in-the-loop future. So where is all of this heading as we project out toward the end of the decade? The ultimate conclusion of the report is actually pretty optimistic. The 2030 outlook sees a really balanced symbiosis. AI agents will act as deeply integrated collaborative teammates. They'll handle the massive scale of data retrieval and all that routine aggregation. But humans will retain absolute veto power on originality and ethics. We remain the decisive layer. We are the guardians of rigor, and for sure, the true innovators of new knowledge. The tools are already here, and they are unimaginably powerful. But a tool is only ever as good as the person wielding it. So I'll leave you with this final thought to chew on for your own daily workflow. If AI acts as the orchestra, effortlessly playing millions of notes a minute, are you ready to step up to the podium and conduct? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I highly encourage you to apply these frameworks to master your new role as the orchestrator. Catch you next time.